16-year-old PETCH was raised by his activist grandmother, and he didn't hesitate in joining the student protest movement when it began earlier this year. This week, he took part in an act of civil disobedience organized by the group Bad Students. Many refused to wear official school uniforms to class. This was to highlight inequality and to call for reforms in Thailand's education system. PETCH had a black uniform made and displayed rubber ducks, which has now become a symbol for the protests. After being questioned for 3 hours by teachers, he was sent home.
It's not only about the uniform rules, haircut rules, it's about body rights, the expression of political opinions, and the education system and subjects need to be reformed. These would be victories for us.
Protesters were out in big numbers on Wednesday after the Constitutional Court unanimously acquitted Prime Minister PRAYUTH CHAN-OCHA of violating ethics standards, ruling that it was not illegal for the Prime Minister, a former Army Chief of Staff, to live in a house on an Army base. While the protesters here would have welcomed a guilty verdict for the Prime Minister, they vow to carry on their fight to see that their demands are fulfilled, and that is that the Prime Minister resign, there's a new draft to the Constitution, and that there's reform within the monarchy. King Maha Vajiralongkorn has been the focus of more rallies this week, first targeting his estimated $30 billion fortune. Thousands gathered at the headquarters of one of the biggest banks in Thailand. The king's the largest shareholder, personally owning 23%. And then a protest was held in front of the Royal Guards barracks, demanding that the king give up his command of 2 army regiments he took over when he ascended to the throne 2 years ago. At the same time, he also shifted the crown's wealth to him personally. For the first time in 2 years, officials issued warrants to protest leaders under Article 112, harsh defamation laws designed to protect the monarchy. Charged multiple times under that law but never convicted, SULAK has criticized action taken against protesters. He has met with the king in the past and says that it's key for him to engage with the protesters.
His position is not as secure as he thought, and he tried to be popular, but so far he has not managed to confront those who are supposed to be against him. And I feel that if he would be willing to confront those who declare themselves to be against the monarchy, I think that would help him.
But so far the king has not taken that advice. While he has been making public appearances, they've only been with those who support him and the monarchy. And there's been no official palace statement on the protests. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.